Tanzania is on a mission to keep foreigners out of key sectors of its economy. Under a new directive, non-citizens are now banned from engaging in 15 business areas considered essential to economic empowerment. These include running salons, small retail shops, eateries, and mobile kiosks, businesses traditionally dominated by Tanzanians. Violators face tough penalties, including fines of up to 10 million Tanzanian shillings, that's nearly $3,900 or up to 6 months in prison. The government says the move is aimed at boosting local job creation and income, but the decision is raising concerns across the East African community. Many view it as a non-tariff barrier to regional trade and integration. With around 40,000 Kenyans living and working in Tanzania, many in the informal sector.
Hello, my people. Today we are looking at Tanzania. They recently banned the foreigners from running their local economy, like retail shops, eateries, saloons, and mobile kiosks. They ban foreigners. If you are a foreigner in Tanzania, you cannot engage in this business. I think this is a short-sighted decision, in my own opinion, because, you cannot control market that way. Business cannot be restricted in that way. You have to open up for competition. You know what I mean? There's no reason why, if your people are good, they cannot compete with foreigners who in these salons, kiosks, stuff like that. These small businesses. There's no reason why to put a restriction on this. And there's a hypocrisy in this kind of decision by the government as well, because look, you want to control this local economy, like local businesses that doesn't control much. But who controls the oil? Who control the other mining stuff in Tanzania? It's foreigners, and that's where the bulk of money comes from. You allow the foreigners to manage the bigger part of the economy, and you don't allow the foreigners to participate in the local economy. This is, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because this is not going to do much. It's not going to do much. You know what I mean? This banning foreigners from these retail shops, it's not going to help the economy. You know what I mean? This is even where you're supposed to allow the foreigners to compete. And the other bigger businesses is where you're going to take control of it, like mining industry in that country. But I don't know, maybe these people, they're afraid of competition from foreigners. And when it comes to this local stuff, they're banning the foreigners, you mean that this is Africans, they're fellow Africans, they're banning from participating in their business, you know what I mean? Because we know that Africa doesn't have, most African people doesn't have capacity to engage in a large business, in a big business like the mining stuff. To operate it, Africans are going to come for the local economy, like these retails, eateries, salons, you know what I mean? This is where the other African countries can come and try to make money, establish business, you know what I mean? But now you're blocking them off from participating. Is your people, your African people, just because they are coming from other countries in Africa, you don't want them to participate in the local economy. But where the money is, where we have the large bulk of foreign money coming in to the country, is where you allow for foreigners to take charge. I think whoever makes this decision, is living in the past, you know what I mean? This is a bad decision to make, this is a very bad decision to make, You're banning other Africans, because this is Africans. I don't think Chinese will come and open salon in Tanzania. You know what I mean? They will go for a bigger business, because they have the capacity, they have the money to do that. But other Africans that are coming from other African countries, they don't have money to engage in a large business that's where foreigners are allowed. This is apartheid, kind of, but this one is among your own people, you know what I mean? And this is wrong, this shouldn't be happening in Africa, you know what I mean? This shouldn't be allowed to happen in Africa, you know what I mean? Especially in this modern age. because no condition is permanent. Sometimes your people, something might happen, and your people go to other countries in Africa. They would like to have business there. And if every African country starts making this kind of laws, passing this kind of laws, Africa will be like, it's gonna be bad look for Africa. You know what I mean? You should let them compete with other people. You know what I mean? If they are good, they're gonna get customers. If you treat your customers good, people will come. They won't care where you come from. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like our video. Peace.